Is it too late to start my clothing brand going into the new year? My name is Taddy G, and on this channel I share with you my journey into growing and building my clothing brand, as well as dropping tips, tricks, gems, and all of that good stuff. And today I am answering that question that you're kind of too scared to ask yourself, you're kind of too scared to really dive into. Don't worry guys, I am here for you and I am going to answer it, and I'm going to try and give you that little push, that little bit of confidence to let you know that it's not too late. It is not too late to start your clothing brand. New clothing brands are popping up left, right, center, backwards, everywhere, and almost every day, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We love an entrepreneur. And you might be feeling like it's oversaturated, I'm too late, I'm not gonna blow. One thing I'm gonna say to you straight off the back is that we're living in a world where there's almost like 7 billion people, and all these people have different styles. You are one person, and there's nobody out of those 7 billion people that's like you. So whatever you produce, whatever you put out there is automatically unique because it's yours. And out of those 7 billion people, how many customers do you really need? How many customers as a percentage do you really need as a clothing brand to be successful? I'm going to run through 9 reasons why it's not too late and why you should be starting a clothing brand in 2024. Let's dive in. Creative expression. The amazing thing about starting a clothing brand is that it gives you the opportunity to showcase your unique style and express your creativity through fashion. And it's not just about designing and making the clothes. This also extends to when you're coming up with photo shoot campaign ideas, when you're designing your website, when you're designing your packaging. There's so many different aspects where your creativity can come into place, and I just think it's so rewarding, especially if you're a creative person. I feel like a lot of the time when people start clothing brands, they just think that the creativity is just in the creation of the clothes, but what I have found is that the most creativity is actually almost everything else, because you produce this clothing and then there's so much more after that. Designing your website, designing your packaging, designing your thank you cards, deciding what your social media is going to look like, your campaigns. It's just a whole ball of creativity like all the time. And like I said, I just think that is just so rewarding as somebody that is a creative. Creating a clothing brand gives you the opportunity to become your own boss. And I know in the day and age that we're living in, that is actually an aspiration for a lot of people, a lot of young people. Creating your own clothing brand will give you that opportunity, but it's not just about being your own boss. When you're an entrepreneur, it honestly expands your mind. When I started Shopify, there's so many things that I had no idea about. I had no idea about manufacturing or the terminology, but it goes further than clothes. It's things like accounting. Like, I learned to do my own account. I do my own self-assessment. I've got a self-assessment coming up. Like, there's so much to it, and it really gives you the opportunity to just keep on learning. And if you're somebody that enjoys learning, entrepreneurship is an amazing thing. Personal style. Now, this is probably like one of the top reasons why a lot of people start their own clothing brand, and it's probably because they've got a style that they feel like they haven't been able to find in the shop. When you start your own clothing brand, you are then able to create garments exactly how you want them to be. Sustainability. I have an entire video about sustainability. It's either going to be already out or it's going to come out after this video. When you have your own clothing brand, if you're somebody that's big on sustainability, at least you will have control over where your clothing is coming from, how it's reaching your end customer, and you can put things in place to ensure that you're giving that big nod to sustainability and having a positive impact on the environment. The fast fashion industry is really harmful to consumers because we never truly know where our clothing is coming from. So obviously, if you have your own brand, you will know where this clothing is coming from. Collaboration. Guys, the opportunities that I have got since starting a clothing brand, this YouTube channel being part of the YouTube Black Voices Fund, so many opportunities. Now, I'm not sure whether this actually comes under collaboration, but so many opportunities. Starting a clothing brand will allow you to collaborate with graphic designers, fashion designers, photographers, models, other creative professionals, people that you might not have otherwise met had you not started this clothing brand. Speaking from experience, I have had the opportunity to create new relationships, and these relationships have in turn created opportunities for me. I have connected with people from around the world when it comes to like manufacturing. I'm talking to people in Italy, in China, in America. Like, the collaboration opportunities are honestly like endless. And adding on to that, building a community. Having a clothing brand allows you to connect with like-minded individuals. And for me, it's even more because I have this YouTube channel, and I am always, like every single day, I am always talking to so many of you guys about starting your clothing brand, where you're at in your journey. I've connected with so many people that I otherwise wouldn't have connected with. I am a little bit of an introvert, so I am very comfortable talking to people behind the screen. Like, I enjoy it, but the conversations that I do have with those people behind my little screen are always so like inspiring and motivating. Even if it's just a small message like keep going, keep pushing, keep creating content, that little community that I've started to build is just so rewarding. And to add on to that, when I've had like photo shoots, big photo shoots, I've had like relatively big photo shoots, and there's nothing better than like a month or two down the line and you're seeing two models that met on set at your photo shoot collaborating to do like a photo shoot, or a photographer and a model that have met at your photo shoot doing a photo shoot together. Like, there's nothing more rewarding knowing that because you have your brand, because you had this shoot, you facilitated new relationships between people, and you've kind of created a community because of your clothing brand. Obviously, there is the financial aspect of it all. One thing I will say is that you're not going to be like success. I mean, you might be, but realistically, you're not going to be successful overnight. It is something that you do have to work at, and work really hard and really consistently. Even I don't feel like I work that consistently when it comes to my clothing brand. I feel like I could be doing a lot more. But at the end of it, when you've put in all the work and you're beginning to reap the benefits, obviously the financial rewards of it all are going to be amazing. And with those financial rewards, you're going to be able to do more, create more, build a bigger community, have more collaborations, and create a better life for yourself. There's nothing better than when your passion turns into something that you're able to monetize. Making a statement. A clothing brand gives you the opportunity to make a statement, to pass on a message, to communicate your mission, your values. There's people that start clothing brands to help people with mental health, to build that awareness and all of that stuff. And having a clothing brand can give you the opportunity to put across the message that you want to put across. And lastly, and for some people most importantly, it gives you the opportunity to leave a mark, leave a legacy, have something that is in the world morbidly after you leave the world. You're leaving something behind. You're leaving a legacy behind. There's always going to be your brand, especially if you have built it in a way that there are people that are going to be able to continue the brand the way you want it to be in your vision. You're leaving your mark, and there's nothing better than walking down the street or being sent a video of somebody wearing your garment. When I got my first video, I think it was somebody in South Africa, and they were wearing, I think it was like the Naya t-shirt. I was just like, I'm international, baby. But yeah, leaving your mark is just an amazing feeling. So guys, remember, it is not too late to start your clothing brand, but it does take a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of self-motivation, which is probably the hardest part. Like, being able to tell yourself that you gotta wake up and you gotta work. Nobody wants to work these days. You gotta put in the work. When you finish your 9 to 5, you're still working. You're gonna have to jump onto your 5 to 9, I think they put it. Like, you gotta put in that work. But with the right mindset and the right vision, the possibilities are endless, and it's not too late. So yeah, I really hope that this little like motivational video has motivated you into wanting to start your clothing brand moving into 2024. And I would like to just quickly mention that I do have my starter kit. Say if you are somebody that wants to start your clothing brand, but you know, you don't want to go in there blind, you want a little bit of guidance, that is exactly what my starter kit is Therefore, you can use the discount code YouTube15 to get 15% off the starter kit. I do have to put it out there that the price is going to be going up in January, so yeah, just put it out there. But yeah, I'll have that linked in the description, obviously. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in my very next video. Bye.